Man, y'all really liked that fried chicken episode, didn't you, man? All right, I get you. I get exactly what's going on. Fried chicken gets me excited too. This your boy BK, and it's time to answer that age-old question. Because apparently it's fried chicken, what y'all cooking. Again, it's on once again. It's your boy BK. And it's another episode of What Y'all Cooking. Again, B Season on IG is where you can find me. But if you want to find the show, all you got to do is go on YouTube to our channel right over there. Right there. There you go. Our channel is on YouTube. It's called Cooking It Right. And then we also have a channel on Facebook Watch as well. So if you go on Facebook, you can find it, or just go on Facebook Watch and search for What Y'all Cooking. And we'll make room for you just like I made room for myself. But it's on again. It's your boy BK, B Season on IG, aka Chef Boyard BK, aka that boy that likes to cook. And apparently y'all like to comment because I got all kinds of inbox requests for me to follow up on other fried chicken recipes. Apparently that resonated with you all. I knew it would. That's why I started with episode 1. It's like the basic thing. The very first thing I ever wanted to learn how to cook was fried chicken because my mom did it so well. And I, all due respect to Marnita Jackson, I've exceeded you in talent. If you want to have a one-on-one battle on Facebook, we can do that thing. But hey, I got your fried chicken right over here. And some other fried chicken recipes have come up as well. So here's what this episode is going to be. It's going to be a part 2 to that part 1 episode. If you did not watch that part 1 episode, again, bring it up over here real quick. Fried chicken pro tips episode 1. You can see up there. There's another video that I referenced where we were talking about 5 celebrities making fried chicken. And if you watch that video, you'll be able to see what we thought. But there's 2 videos in particular that I want to credit. Shout out to Jay Daniel who sent me these at Jay Daniel Photography. It's Jay Daniel on Instagram, at It's J Daniel on Instagram. So shout out to you. If you send it to me, I'll make sure you get a shout out
the player way.
So lesson learned there if you want to do that. So here's what's going down. We're going to bring up this first video he sent me. I have not watched these in their entirety, but I did get a quick little peek at them, and it's what inspired me to make this episode. So we're going to watch this first one, and then we're going to watch the second one, and I'm going to give y'all some pointers. Just so you know, these recipes are very different from what I showed you in that first episode. These are next level recipes. There's some good things I see. There's some bad things I'm seeing. We're going to talk a little bit about it as we go along. So here we go. First episode, or first Facebook video. We got the music muted. Don't want any problems. All right, so we got soy sauce, tomato ketchup going in there. So they're trying to make a salt brine in this particular case. So they got the umami, all kinds of umami. And if you don't know what umami means, pause this for a second. Umami is all about, there's different types of flavors. So you got salty, sweet, spicy, citrusy, so acidity. There's different types of flavorings that you can get. And basically kind of like that 6th sense of flavoring that you get. So you got sour. Let me see if I can get them all. Sour, bitter, sweet, salty, and spicy. I believe that's all of them. If I got any wrong in the comment section, correct me. I believe those are those. And then the 6th one is umami. Umami, the Japanese are responsible for that term. And it's an unctuousness that causes you to want to take another bite. That's the quality of umami. So for the lazy in thought, it's closely associated with salty type of flavors, but it's not quite that, because it can also be umami also tends to be paired with fermented flavors too. So there's more to the unctuousness than just salt. There's a deeper flavor. So that's what umami is all about. So what you can see going on here in this video is, remember in the last one we talked about brines, B-R-I-N-E-S. Brines are a way to get wet flavoring, seasoning through a wet application. And so that's what this is. It looks like it's a brine, but it's an umami brine. And then they they did a packet of seasoning from ramen in there as well. They call it masala, ramen masala. So that's what that is. So you can pause and go back to it. But it's very interesting. In my opinion, there's not nearly enough wet ingredients. What they're going to do is they're going to mix that up together and get that umami paste, if you will, all over everything. And it will become their wet brine. It's not bad flavorings. It's definitely Asian inspired, whoever made this video. And then you got some corn starch in there is what it looks like. They call it corn flour, but I think it's corn starch is what that is. Corn starch is sometimes used to get an even more crispy batter, but you can see they season their batter, and we talked about that in the last one to get that money crunch. Okay, so that's what they got going on here. Again, I don't think this is really going to be enough. You need to do more. But you know, and the other thing too is to me, it's not wet. It's got to be wet. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be wet if you really want to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, to me, this is not wet enough to really get it in there. You know, they really having to pack that on there. Ooh, water. Ooh, they dipped it in water. So you put all that seasoning on it and dipped it in water. Now, scientifically, okay. You know, it's funny. That kind of puts me at a loss for words. I have to pause it for a second because I definitely agree. So essentially they're double dipping. Okay, I got to give it to them. They at least are double dipping. Okay, that's part of the secret right there. They doing a double dipping experience. I'm kind of cool with that. You know, I kind of see where they're going for it. But you know, my thing is the water though. There's an opportunity to get a little bit more flavor. You know, we're trying to. Okay. Scientifically, I understand the rationale of dipping the flour, you know, dipped fried chicken, you know, flour batter, flour coating into water, because scientifically, if you dip it into the water, the surface tension of the water is going to wrap around the fried chicken and it'll wet the chicken up, but it's not going to completely knock everything off of there. However, you got to be very careful when you dip that fried chicken in there. There's a lot of margin of error. So in my opinion, I think what would have been better is if instead of just going with just like they had like mayonnaise, or is like one of the things they put in that umami brine, if you will. I'm making up a phrase for it as it goes along because they didn't give it a name. Umami brine. I think what could have been better is they could have put it in buttermilk and then let it go into the refrigerator overnight to help break down the muscle a little bit more, like we talked about in the last video. And you would have gotten two things from that. You would have gotten a brine to then dip the chicken back into afterward that still has some more flavor, because the water is not really adding anything to it. It's giving you the opportunity to double dip, but it's not giving anything to the chicken, if you will. There's a missed opportunity for more flavor and texture. So I think it's great that they went ahead and did. I think it's a great idea that they put the double dip going on in there. That's a great tip. But I think it's definitely a miss as it pertains to putting water and dumping it in water. There's just too much opportunity for you to drop off your seasoning. I mean, you're going to leave something in that water. So you're going to leave some seasoning in that water. So I don't know about the water thing. I don't know about that. The other thing too is about that umami brine that they made, because there's so much ketchup and soy sauce and mayonnaise and ramen seasoning. That's a lot of salt and a lot of sodium in that, and not a lot of flavor. Remember, salt is not seasoning. Okay, just salt is salt. So you can put a lot of sodium in something and you know it's not really going to give you much. So I think again, buttermilk to substitute for the mayonnaise, I think would help that, and it would extend that brine to being a little bit bigger, and it'll help break down the chicken because you give you some acidity. So pretty good idea on the chicken. Let's finish out the video. I'm not sure there's gonna be much else going on here on that video. Yeah, just dipping it in there. I do like that they patted off a lot of the excess flour. That's a good tip as well, to do on making really good fried chicken. It does not, again, it doesn't tell you how hot, and I didn't tell you in the last episode how hot. You want your flour, your oil to be somewhere between 350 degrees to 400 degrees. You want to be careful not to use lower temperature oil. So canola oil is always a good choice. The best is peanut, but sometimes allergies prevent that from being an option. Grapeseed oil can be an option as well, but grapeseed oil is a little thick. So you could do a canola grapeseed oil blend. You could also do corn oil. I'm not a big corn oil fan. And vegetable oils, is obviously the hood standard, but I think canola oil could do a little bit better. So it looks pretty good fried chicken. I'm sure it tastes great. They didn't cook it for very long. And I will say that batter, it's kind of light. When you go and make your fried chicken at home, it's going to be a lot darker because in a restaurant, when they're making a fried chicken, they're doing other things. Sometimes they may sous vide their chicken before they dip it. Their chicken is sometimes room temperature. Yours may not be room temperature by the time you get ready to cook it. I'm getting a little verklempt. Sorry about that. I need a glass of water. Get some ASMR. All right, that was good. All right, so we on to the next video. All right, the next video is one I'm really excited about because just off the strength of the intro, let's just watch. I don't even want to. I don't want to put no sauce on it. All right, so we're going in this. So what threw me off at first? So this white girl, she's like, I don't want to brag, but I make the best fried chicken. I'm like, all right, Karen. At first, I started to call her a Karen, but I had to call her a Brenda by the end of this video. I'm about to show y'all something. So she gets the chicken out. She gets all the pieces in there. She even teaches all the white people watching the video what the different pieces of chicken is, which white people have known to not know all the pieces of chicken, not knowing the difference between a wing and a thigh and all that. Okay, so she puts the buttermilk in, which is obviously, that's the key, right? But then, bro, she got the secret. She got the secret to making good fried chicken. I can't believe it. She did it. I can't believe she got the secret in it too. I can't believe she did it. Oh, I can't believe she did it. Oh, she can't believe it. Y'all, I can't believe she did it, boy. She dropped that bomb on me. Boy, when I saw this video, I could not believe what I seen it in this video. This is exactly how your boy BK makes his money fried chicken. This is my secret. I didn't even tell y'all in the last video. This chick did it exactly, and she so what she does, she gets the buttermilk, cut the chicken all up, puts the buttermilk in there, right? You have to put the buttermilk in there so you can get the bubbling brown, you know what I'm saying? Then she takes some Frank's Red Hot, the buffalo flavor, and that's what's crazy. I use the buffalo flavor too. She dumps a good amount in this chicken. If you've ever had my fried chicken before, you see me make it, you know I do this. This is the thing that always is like, this is like when Pops is like, you got to coordinate. This is when y'all be like, oh, I ain't even think of that. See, BK be knowing, yeah, this chicken be good. This chicken is so good. That's what I do. That's what I do right there. So this white girl knows what she talking about. I got to give it to Betty. Becky, whatever you want to call her. She's making better fried chicken.
The player way.
That's what I said too, B. That's what I said too. Then she puts the seasonings in there like I told y'all. Even Gordon Ramsay didn't do it like this. Let's keep it going. I can't believe it. I'm so verklempt right now. Look at this. So she keeps on going with it. And she really making sure it's getting in there too. She makes sure boy, you got to make sure that hot sauce get in there. Cover it up. Overnight. Thank you. Yeah, you can skip the soak, but it ain't gonna be the same. She giving you all the steps. This girl know what she talking about. So then she got see, I didn't even see this part of the video. I stopped at the last part. Now she got the bag. Y'all, if y'all really want to have the coating, It can't just be in no bowl. All these videos you see, they be putting them in the bowl with the tongs because they worry about their hands. You know what I'm saying? You can't be worried about no tongs. You got to put it on in here, put the paprika. That's right. She got the paprika. She got salt, onion powder, garlic powder, dried oregano, basil, white pepper, and black pepper. And she got the cayenne pepper. This is spicy chicken. This the Cajun. My only thing I would have done that she got to step up on, Becky, Betty, whatever your name is, Becca, what you got to work on is you got to get you some slap your mama seasoning. All right, you got to go on Amazon, and she got a cast iron pot. Y'all, this girl know what she's doing. I got to give it on up. Got to give it up like Marvin Gaye. Cast iron. Boy, there's about to be some good chicken in here. She gonna make me go on Facebook, see what her husband look like. Somebody done taught her how to make some chicken, bro. Shaking it in the bag. In the hood, we do a brown paper sack. But yeah, this is it. Cast iron. 14. See, she even got the right time. They be talking about 2 and 3 minutes each side. See? Well done chicken. All right. This video right now has given you the master work. I wasn't even going to give y'all the master work. She done sat up there and gave y'all the pray God you can fry. Oh, chicken inside. This Becca's work. This Becca's work is high on the arteries. You can't eat this kind of chicken all the time, bro. It's a lot. It's hard on your arteries. But, bruh, this is the chicken. And it's
the player way.
I'm done. I can't even do it no more. I can't even get off of here, Becca. I can't even do it with you. You did your daggone thing. If anybody knows who this woman is, who made this dang on video, let her know. Your boy BK said she cooking it right.
The player way.
The player way. It says on the microphone she did it. She did a daggone thing, bro. All right. So this has been your boy BK, making sure that y'all cooking it right. And until next time, if you want to know what's going down, if you want me to critique what's going down, if you got a video want me to see, all you got to do is say, BK, take a look at what they cooking.